Greetings and salutations, and welcome back once again to the start of yet a new series. In this case, we are fighting the Battle of Borodino. But we are not doing just the battle where everyone's set up. We are taking the full Battle of scenario, which means it takes place 2 days before, on the 5th. So, we have the original skirmish, and then we'll probably have at least half a day, maybe more, to deploy. And then probably the full battle itself. So for now, let us get started and see what the French have done for this turn. I am commanding the Russians. So we got French cavalry on the move, some French guns. Although strictly not all French, of course. Some Joseph Napoleon infantry. The French are on the move quickly. Some cuirassiers. What look like Bavarians? Horse guns, horse guns. More cuirassier. More cuirassier. So, the French are definitely on the move and getting ready quickly. Westphalians, maybe? I think I saw some Westphalians among them. I think I saw some Prussians. There's the Carabineers. The big thing is the French do not even have their entire force on the field, unlike me. My army is all on the field and mostly deployed. The French are not. French are throwing out a skirmish screen. And crossing the stream itself. My simple plan is, once we've gotten through the replay, I will explain my plan and work on my plan. So this episode is likely going to be considerably longer as we get set up and everything, and then give our first orders. He's attacking the skirmishers. Alright. 1 out of 4 units under disorder. So, let me shut up the music for a minute. And let's look at the battlefield, shall we? So, down here we got the old Smolensk Road, Utitsa, the Utitsa Mound, There's the Bagration Flechettes, Shevardino redoubt, which is where we are at the moment. Well, that's where our forward line is. And it's very exposed. The Semenovskaya redoubt, the Great Redoubt, aka Raevski's redoubt, Borodino itself. I'm up here near Gorky. What else have we got? And then our line stretches along the river all the way to the Moskva River, because that's the River Moskva, and then we have this river. So in the centre we have the Guard in reserve, plus the 1st Cuirassier Division, which is most of the Guard cavalry. So the Emperor's Cuirassiers, the Empress Cuirassiers, the Horse Guards, and the Chevalier Guard, plus the Astrakhan Cuirassier. And then we have the combined Grenadier Division there. We got Platov and his Cossacks, the Uvarov and a Cavalry Corps, which includes chunks of the Guard, so the Life Guard Dragoons, Life Guard Uhlans, Life Guard Hussars, Life Guard Cossacks, the Elizabethgrad Hussars, 6 squadrons of that by the looks of it, so 2 units, and the Najima Dragoons. So let's have a look-see at our order of battle and figure out where people are. Over here we have Bagavut's 2nd Corps with attached militia, which belongs to 1st Grenadier Division, interestingly enough. So we got Bagavut's Corps on our right. He belongs to 1st Army, which is Barclay de Tolle's army. We have Tuchakov's 3rd Corps, which is also part of Barclay. We have Osterman Tolstoy, who is part of it as well. And then we have Doktorov, who is likewise part of it. 3rd Cavalry Corps is part of it as well, which is under... Who is the 3rd Cavalry Corps under? Oh, that is the 3rd Cavalry Corps. It just happens to be a divisional sized unit. Okay. Again, down here we have got these Grenadiers who are 1st Army. 1st Army. The Guards are part of the 1st Army. They are part of 1st Army, so most of my force is Barclay's 1st Army. Yeah, so all of that there, plus those Opolcheny that are currently under Markov, the Moscow militia, that are at the redoubt at the moment. Then we have Raevski's 7th Corps, 4th Cavalry Corps, 2nd Army Reserves, Borozdin's 8th Corps, and that's all just part of Bagration's 2nd Army. So, and then we got a few Cossacks down here as well, which are part of it, under Karpov. And then down here we have the Smolensk militia and more Moscow militia. So we just have more Opolcheny. Quite a lot of them are armed with nothing more than pikes and pitchforks. And they are extremely bad quality. But then they're Opolcheny. Some, however, do have cavalry carbines, and some are even able to break down into skirmishers. which is quite handy. So, let's look at the battlefield. So down here is, well, there's pretty much nothing down here. I am thinking, I mean, the French could come all the way down here, but I doubt they're going to get anywhere, really. Along the old and new Moscow roads. So, if we look at the plan, I'm thinking mostly holding on to historical positions, just looking to fix some of the weaknesses in said positions. So, for example, I will probably send Raevsky from his position in the Great Redoubt and have him replaced possibly by someone else. The other choice would be do something completely radical and switch to the offensive, but I don't really want to do that. We also have the question of what to do with the flechettes and the Shevardino redoubt here. And I am inclined to abandon the Shevardino redoubt at least. The flechettes likely as well. I don't really want to hold on to the flechettes. Because they're sort of as good a position as the flechettes are. It's also quite a exposed position. So I am considering, more importantly, position myself along the Semenovskaya stream, or the Semenovka stream, position along the Semenovka stream and at Semenovskaya itself, position along here. Have, obviously, my main position at the redoubt, the Great Redoubt, and then my line along here. The question is, however, how do we deal with the potential open flank that I have around Utitsa and the Utitsa mound? So, I am partial to because I know I can't rely on the Moscow, the Opolcheny to do that particularly well, so Opolcheny will be pretty decent in these woods, but that's about it. So I'll probably have them just fill out these woods. Then what else could I do in return? We have the guard. I want this chunk here, I basically want to keep in reserve. Always keep a reserve. Platov and his Cossacks can probably go do what they did historically, which is sneak off over here and cause a bit of mayhem. But we are going to still have to work out what to do with Utitsa, because I want to hold on to Utitsa. But then, again, if I hold on to it and abandon the flechettes, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So let's think here. Well, if you have any ideas how to on any changes I should make to my general plan, please say so in the comments. But for now, given that most of my forces are completely fixed, and will be fixed at least for another hour, the only thing unfixing will be these Cossacks in said hour. So, for now, I'm going to leave the Guard Jaeger in Borodino itself. I don't really want to keep them there because, well, it's exposed. It's exposed, and more importantly, I have no real need to hold on to it. So it's a case of why bother trying to hold on to it if I don't need to. So, in this case, they will go there. Limber the horse guns. Oh, right, because they count as extended, don't they? Ugh. Yep. Let me get rid of that because that's annoying. And let's put on the music again. We'll pull the cavalry back. So again, the 5th Jaegers, among other things, all these troops at Shevardino are to recombine and start heading that way. The cavalry that I have here, which is 1,000 hussars, they are to move this way and sort of help create a rear guard, as I obviously order all of this to start falling back. Supply wagon. Alright, again, we're going to be pulling out of the Shevardino redoubt. And in the meantime, all our skirmishers will start doing, well, what skirmishers do. We'll continue doing what skirmishers do. We also have the house rule of that, so let's do that while we're at it. Again, for the most part, my army is fixed, so nothing really can happen. What time does, say, the 3rd Infantry Corps? 9:30 on the 6th. So 9:30 in the morning, they will be released, and I can place them. So, the Great Redoubt should be perfectly fine. Anything else? Not particularly. The line's fallen back a bit. Well, I suppose I could pull it back a little bit more. Pull them back a little bit more. And then as soon as I can, we will also continue to pull back the heavy cavalry, so Little Russia, cuirassiers, the military, the Novgorods, they are all to just keep on falling back. So, as we look to buy time, as I intend to abandon the redoubt and this whole area, Osterman Tolstoy, you are in perfect position, so nothing needing to be fancied there. You can go there. Depending on what the French do, will depend on what I decide to do with, say, the 3rd Corps and the 2nd Corps. If the French decide to come this way and focus down at Utitsa, I will obviously move them down here to respond, but... Well, to be fair, I would shove Doktorov into the redoubt and then move Rayevsky south. But without further ado, I think that is everything for now. Everything is moved, everything is ready. So, in this case, then, it's just a case of us looking to end the turn. So, again, I thank you all for watching. If you're wondering also what optional rules we are playing with, these are the optional rules. So again, I thank you all for watching once again, and what's the weather? Unchanged, so it's clear and will remain clear for now at least. Again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this first episode of just setting up for the most part. But we will be quickly fighting, no doubt. So, again, without further ado, I thank you all, and I shall see you all next time. So, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you soon. So, bye-bye for now.